Okay. Ah. Look. No, no. There we go. Okay. So, is it still fucked up? It's still fucked up. What the fuck? Hold on. This is what I get for switching from an actual camera to a fucking GoPro. Okay. Is it now gonna work? Are we now going to... Okay, we are working. We are working. So, as it says on the stream, we are going to be making a PNG-Tuber for chat because y'all have decided that you... Well, we rolled on it and we made it to where you guys are going to have a face. So, and that face is going to be a goldfish. So, I have a couple programs in mind of stuff. I have VideoTube Mini, and I can get PNG-Tuber Plus, but I think I want to do VideoTube Mini. So we're going to do VideoTube Mini, but I want to make the PNG-Tuber. So we're going to need... Let's pull up... one moment. Let's pull up a text document real quick. Okay. So, what we're going to need is goldfish PNG requirements. We're going to need the we're gonna need the base. We are going to need, you know what, hold on, I can just do base. We're going to need open mouth, blink with closed mouth, and then blink with open mouth. There are 4 primary settings that, or 4 primary things that we need to work with. So, is there a way that I can just put that down below there? Not really. It's fine. So, let's find a good goldfish to trace over. Now, I think I wanted to have only one eye visible to make this as simple as possible for me. So, like, this image is out. This image isn't going to work. Maybe this image? You know, we could do this image. Let's see what this image looks like. Can I just open image? No, that's open link. Open image in new tab. Okay. So if I take this image and just put it over here, we could have that. But then there's not really a mouth. There's not a really good mouth on that. Versus like this. kind of has a mouth. This one could work, possibly. We have an eye. We have a mouth that we could close relatively. Might be able to get that one to work. This guy would actually work pretty well. We have an eye. We have a mouth. It's puffy. It's a puffy boy. Ooh, maybe this one. That one could work. All right, you know what? I think this guy's gonna win as the base of our goldfish. So let me go ahead and disappear all those. We'll put them in a folder of just other references. Other reference. And we'll turn this guy into main reference. Okay. So I have tools to make use of this. In that I have a drawing tablet. And if it's set up correctly still, yes, okay. So I have a drawing tablet that I can freely draw on. So what I'll do is I'll make a new pixel layer over this. And then this is what we're going to be drawing for. You know what? Let me put that on. A little more like that. Okay. So, you know what? I could probably copy this, right? If I object selection, perfect. And we just no. Oh yeah. Boom. Okay. There we go. That's my main reference. Why is it leaving those behind? That's weird. There we go. Okay. So this is going to be our main reference. So I feel like I need a new This isn't going to work. I feel like I need a different monitor arm because this one is just, it droops a ton. Okay, so we're going to go to our new pixel layer. And I'm going to grab the brush. That's really big. And then we're just going to trace over it. No. How do I? No, that's space, Alt, E, B, shit. Control Z, Control Z. Okay. So we're just going to trace over this. Is it this button? Yeah, this button. Let's add a stabilizer onto this. No. Control. Yeah, Control Z. Okay. My hand is sticking as I draw on this. That's the problem. Nope. Usually it comes with a glove, but I wasn't able to find the glove. No, right there. And we'll go down, around. Nope, fucked up. All right, let's stop there. That's looking good. So now we'll come back to this side. I feel like this is just too tall. I have this to like put it over the keyboard, but I feel like that's actually making it hard. If I just push my keyboard back, this is much, all right, yeah, having it down here is much nicer. Okay. So I fucked all of that up. I meant to go on to this. I meant to draw on not the main reference, on this reference here. Shit. All right. Was it 7th time is the charm? And my stupid hand keeps sticking on. Just like that. Then we'll come back over here and we'll start drawing this.
Just popping in really quick. Have a work call I gotta get to.
The PNG-Tuber for y'all. That. Nope.
Can you add bubbles above it?
Can you add bubbles above it? So I have to make 4 different. Where's that notepad? I have to make 4 different states of it. I have to have the base state of it. I have to have the open mouth. I have to have it with eyes blinking and eyes blinking for both of those. So basically eyes closed, eyes open. I could make it to where when it's the mouth open, because that's going to be the image that that shows when it talks. So I could probably make it to where it has bubbles. I could definitely do it where it has bubbles when you're talking, like bubbles fly out. I don't think they're gonna be like
cool.
I don't. I don't think it's gonna be reactive bubbles, but I could definitely have it where it's just PNG bubbles flying out. Okay, so that's the main shape of the fish. So now let's add some details. We have the eye right here. You know what? I should make a new layer. All right, and then let's turn the stabilizer off for this because I don't need the stabilizer. So that's going to be the eye. And then where's a mouth? Is the mouth down here or is the mouth up here? I think the mouth is going to be like up here. And then we need details of like, you have the belly going right here. You have the gills right here. I'm not going to add this little fin that's right here. I wish this was higher res. Can I get this higher res?
Okay, jumping off. Have fun.
Thanks. All right, I can get a higher res image of this. Okay, that's what I need. I need this to be a much higher res image. So, oh, why is it doing that stuff? All right, that looks correct. So we'll take that away. We'll put that down there. So this is what we want. Okay. All right, so if we're looking at this, we have the eyes right there. We have this right here. We have a little fin going out like that. We have these fins right here. The body, that's drawn like this, like that. That's one fin. That's the other fin. And then we have all of that. That detail. Puffy cheeks there. Going to ignore that fin. And then the mouth is like right there. So if we hide the reference, that's the outline basically. And of course we have smaller details like the scales. All right, so if I actually go to want the hardness of this to be that and no pressure. That way we can just delete all of that. Okay. Now what I want is a new texture. Brush that. And that's going to be, hold on, main body. It's going to be the eye. Then I'm going to need the mouth, which is that. Eye, mouth, make a new detail. Then we need the inner details of like all of these scales, or a good amount of these scales. As we call those the scales. All right, so we go back to the eye. You know, I feel like we need the eye to be bigger. So if we make the eye like right here, let me give you guys a pupil, right? Because then we can make another eye where it's just a line. Ooh, actually, if we give you guys like a half eye, that, and then we like color this in. Yeah, because then I could like make all of this like down here white, because I am going to need to color this eventually. No, wait. back. And we put that. Nope. No. Okay. So yeah, we'll make those open eye. And then I need to make another one of these to where it's literally just, nope. That, where it's the closed eye. Okay. And just triggers between that and that. I feel like there needs to be a little bit more detail, like going here. Like we capture some of this bulbous stuff. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. All right, so let's go back to here and then just, nope. Is there a button for force pressure? I would love to have a button for force pressure. Do want that. Delete all of that, and that. Okay. And that. Okay. Okay. So I think we have the eye and stuff. Now we need to focus on the mouth. So if we make a, nope. How do I just make a new pixel? All right, we'll just have a new pixel layer. And then we just have the mouth kind of go like that. And we just open and close like so. Okay. Okay. Um. Um. I guess now, because we have open mouth, we have closed mouth, we have blinking, and we have open eyes. So now we just need a color. So we'll add another color down here. All right, so let's make this grab that. And what we're going to do is we're going to have this sit inside of there. That is the eraser. That's the eraser. Oh, that's only doing that. Okay. Undo all of that. So I don't want that to happen. I want this to happen. We've got like this, right? I want it sitting under that. We kind of have it like that. All right, so that's filled in. Now we need another color. So yeah, we'll fill in this. Here, you know what? Let's make this be about at a 70-ish. Nope. Wrong layer. And then we'll make like this fin that color. So now I need another color. So let's go and grab a midway. I'll come back up here. Color the top part in like this. just like that. Then we're going to need another color. We'll make it a slightly darker color. For like this fin. Then we'll set like this. Bottom of those. And then we're going to need a slightly lighter color. Like that one. And that will also be part of these. And that will be primary color in like this face area. Okay. Okay, so then if we take that away, we've got that. Why is this at an opacity of 75? That's weird. so I will finish coloring all of this in. And then I'll start smudging it to blend the colors a little easier. Okay. So now I want to grab this color and fill in and touch up. This color. And then that color. Okay, so now we're done there. Now we need to, where's my smudge? Blur brush tool. This, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we blend those in. Really? Just like that. Going to need, don't need any help from AI. Have a good one. Trim this up. probably make these lines a little easier or a little better connected. Whoops. We'll correct that in a little. There we go. Just like that. Okay, now we need to correct that line slightly. Come to over here. That brush. I would answer that the new Twitch AI model is not helpful. Resources could be better allocated elsewhere. Okay. Oops. Wrong layer. Okay. Okay. Crap. I forgot. Okay, so we'll make this come down like here. We'll do it. No, shit. Just like this. What I really need is an eyedropper hotkey. Okay. So now we have this. So I need to make a layer here that is white. New human path, yeah, but doesn't mean you're not going to be opposed. Enjoy the 30-minute timeout. Don't need AI in my chat or on my channel. Also, good artist. What a fucking joke. Whoops. this. So I will make more black and fill this in. Okay. So there's that. And of course we can go like that. Actually, if I move this up slightly like that, I'm going to need to move the eye up like that. So now those will be like that. Now I do have this area right here, which I think needs to be a little darker behind this. So if I go here, brush, and then we sample that color and then make it a little darker. From like right here to there. Whoops. Undo that. It would be going up to like right here. And then that would come down about like right there, and then that would curve up and come up like this. So we fill this in. Grab this, blur it, mask it in. Okay, and that looks a little better, I think. So now I think it's time to start throwing this into PNG-Tuber and see how it looks. So we're going to need to export. Let's first save this. Shit. I crashed Affinity Photo. I should have been saving this a long time. Okay, so let me find a good place to save this. Put a new folder. Come on. All right, so we'll all right, now I will resize this. Okay. Crop. How do I crop? Quick mask, select all. Crop tool. Okay. Okay. So we will do this here as gold eyes open, mouth closed. Gold eyes closed, mouth closed. Eyes closed, mouth open. Eyes open, mouth open. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and grab VidoTube real quick, and we'll test it on this machine, and then we'll work out to get it onto the stream and hooked up into SpeakerBot. So Vido Mini. Okay. Now we need to go to where we saved that, which is here. This is close mouth image. So eyes open, closed mouth. So eyes open, mouth closed. Change the image. Eyes open, mouth open. And then this is eyes closed, mouth closed. And the final one. Okay. Yes. Right. Okay. This microphone delay sensitivity. Yeah. So if we set it like this, yeah. And it's going to be doing that. Open mouth motion. Yeah. Okay. Shaking. Ooh. Shaking more. Bouncy. Well, I'm not sure if the bouncy is working. Need to reduce this a little bit. Mouth transition. Jump on talk. There's excited, nervous, or static. Vibing. Shaking. Shaking more. Bouncy. I think vibing works really well because it's a fish. But if we do like this, no. Bouncy. Or it's like excited. Nah, not nervous. That's too much. If we put shaking, that's something. Delete that. Mouth transition. Jump on talk? No. Okay, so that is essentially what chat will be looking like. Yeah. It's weird. Display settings. Cool. This is just weird as shit. This is weird. It's weird. Microphone device. Yeah. This will work. Okay. So now we just need to get all of this over into the streaming PC and get it set up and make a new scene in this OBS to grab it. All right. Let's get to work on that. So, first things first, I need to open up DLAN to transfer those files. All right, so we go to this machine, and we tell it to download all of that. Okay, so now I need to find where I installed VidoTube on this machine, which, crap. Where did I install VidoTube on this machine? Is it still in downloads? It was on downloads. All right, maybe drive D. It's not drive D. E? It's not an E, so it's in C drive somewhere. Yeah, I might just have to reinstall. You know what? Yeah, let me just re-download VidoTube Mini on this machine. All right, so VidoTube Mini download right here. Download for free. No thanks. Download. And if this does well and we want to keep making stuff, I guess I could definitely throw $8 to them. All right, where do I want this to live? Because D drive or E drive? Probably D drive. Oh wait a minute, I just found it. All right, we don't need to install it at all. Okay. So, I need to grab replace image with PNG work. That is eyes open, mouth closed. Replace this image with that image, this image with that image, and this image with this image. Okay, now I've got to figure out the routing. Hello, Erna. I am working on getting this beautiful fish to work with your audio. So if I go to SpeakerBot, then the settings, it is doing cable input VB virtual audio. So if I go over here and tell this,
doesn't suit what I had in mind.
It never would. It never would. Where is the virtual audio cable? I think this?
It's more like a clownfish than a goldfish.
Yeah, kind of. All right, let me see. There's that. Oh, this might actually be really easy to just add into the scenes. Hold on. Because now I just add...
Also, it's not much of a koi fish.
It's not. PNG. And then I could just flip horizontally.
Don't koi fishes usually have spots of orange?
I mean, I tried my best. I did try. Let me close that. I did try. This was my reference. And when you search on Google, like, this is one of the better looking goldfish out there. And like, looking at the goldfish, like, what else could we have done? Like, I like the puffy boys. I do like the puffy boys. And at least I didn't make you guys like this thing. This thing would have been just weird. The really big puffy eyed ones. And a goldfish. Wait, hold on. Are goldfish and koi the same? No. Yeah, so it can't be a koi. It can't be a koi because that's not a goldfish. We settled on goldfish. That's a goldfish that I made. It's not a good goldfish, but it's a goldfish. Yeah, goldfish are more like just big ass carps. Like that's a koi. That's a koi. That's a unit of a koi. But like goldfish, what did I do? No, don't go to the Wikipedia page. Oh, I just closed the entire browser. Like, this is a goldfish, and that's your bog standard goldfish. And then you have like the really flowy ones, the really pretty ones actually, that have like they're kind of like a mixture of like betas. And then you got like these chunky guys which aren't thing. What types of goldfish are there? Types of goldfish. So you have the Funa, the Hibuna, the Wakin, which separates out to the Watani and the Ryukin. Or Randa. Let me just open this in a new tab. So we've got this. So I kind of made y'all into a Chodingan. What? Yeah, because he doesn't really have. I guess there is this. From comets to fantails. What is this website? The Spruce Pets. 13 varieties. Comet goldfish. Okay. Shubunkin goldfish. Sarasa. Fantails. Oranda. So I made you guys into a weird Oranda looking goldfish. Ryukin. No, you guys are definitely more Ranchu than. Yeah, and Oranda has the wavy fantails. I made you guys a Ranchu goldfish. Their tail peduncle points downward, making it difficult to swim for long periods. So smaller tanks are appropriate for these fish. Get away. Your Ranchu may or may not have a part partial wen on the head, cheeks, or gill cover. A lack of a dorsal fin makes it even harder to swim. Wow. These guys can live for 8 years? Black or red more. Bubble eye. Bubble eye goldfish are prone to injuries. So tank decorations need to be carefully selected. They should not be kept with aggressive fish that may damage their eyes. Minimum tank size is 20 gallons. A veal tail. Celestial eye. Lion head. 10 years for the lion heads. What is these guys are the just normal goldfish. These guys can live for 20 years?
Yes.
12 to 14 inches on a common. Oh, well, those are the common ones. What are the bog standard goldfish that people get for like their kids that die within like 2 weeks? Or are all the fish that die within 2 weeks just because they're not kept in an appropriate aquarium? Huh. Now, Rock Girl did have one idea. She was in here earlier, and she was saying that when you're talking...
Can I be on S Legend?
An S Legend? What do you mean S Legend?
That koi fish.
That koi fish? Again, the problem that I run into when trying to make separate PNG tubers for all three of you, or even just two VTubers for someone specific and then the other two. SpeakerBot, I don't think SpeakerBot works that way. Let me load up SpeakerBot on this machine, and we can look through the stuff, and we'll see. If I can make 3 separate goldfish for you, I will do that. I will make that work. I'll do that work. But I don't think I can. Because when we go to settings, the audio output device, you only have one. So everyone has to share the same goldfish is the problem.
If they all can make 2 AI tubers work, surely you can.
I'm not Vedal. I don't know. I barely keep my own stream held together. I don't even have Floss holding this thing together. I have hopes and dreams holding this together. All right, let's look through these settings. So voice aliases.
Yeah, but they all barely knew code before.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, the other all right. Can I have multiple instances of I can. Okay. All right. So, okay. I think I just realized how to do it. Oh, I just realized how to do it. Okay, hold on. Let me... Is there a way to
Because my question is, can't I just be a goldfish but with a smiley face and less details?
I'm working on it. That's all I will be able to say. I'm working on it. I need a way to save this goldfish. Avatar settings. Save mini avatar. All right.
From Coca-Cola D.
Yeah. All right. So we'll save this as Goldie 1. So the goldfish that's currently on screen is Goldie 1. Find me an image. Erna, find me an image of a goldfish. And I will make you a separate goldfish. And we'll try and get that working on the stream PC to run 2 instances. And if that works, I will go forward and make 3 separate goldfish. 1 for you, 1 for Rock Girl, and 1 for Manaka. So let me make a new file. Transparent background. Okay, so this is gonna be yours. So I'll save this as Aaron Gold PNG. You want to be a koi goldfish, I'm guessing? Koi goldfish.
That's Narf Consortium DCRQ.
DCRQ? I don't know. What? Discord. Duh, I'm an idiot. Okay. One moment. Okay. That goldfish. Okay. So, try to get a side profile. The top down goldfish doesn't really work for this because otherwise it's like it doesn't really work so well. I need a side view of a goldfish. I'm also getting kind of hungry, so I might go make a burger for myself. And ooh, I can make a blue cheeseburger. I have plenty of blue cheese. Do I want a blue cheese cheeseburger?
Go do that while I research.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go do that. So, I'll be right back in, like, hopefully 15 minutes. Okay, I just gotta wait for my grill to heat up, and then I'll go make the my lunch. You know what? I should test that first. If I change your audio device, how am I going to get that into OBS? Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can do that. Because if I can't do that, then it's going to be kind of just up a creek overall. So, what audio devices do I have that aren't being used?
I think the latest image I sent should do.
Okay. Okay. All right, so let me try and see if Affinity can grab just the fish. It does not like it. Okay, so we'll need to paint it. Okay, now I need to refine the paint.
I saw adorable. I chose it.
I am trying to preserve as much of the detail as possible. If we zoom in on this, okay. That, oh wait, we're missing an entire eye. That would have been bad. Okay, so I then copy and paste. No, wait. Okay, so then I select nothing. All right, we have your image here. Now, to make it a PNG-Tuber, I need it to have at least the base and then an open mouth. So I now need to make an open mouth for you. So, open mouth, we'll need to make just a brush. Shit, what did I do? There we go. All right. Brush, it'll just be a plain open mouth. Nope, that's wrong. Need to make a pixel layer over this so that we don't destroy anything. So now when you talk, it's basically going to be flipping between that and that. Okay. So we will crop this.
Make it bigger. Do like a
You want a
smile
bigger
but
mouth?
with red on the bottom for the tongue.
Okay, first we'll crop that in. So you want it bigger.
If
So
you do get it.
Do like a smile but with red on the bottom for the tongue. So when you say bigger, like this. And then you want a tongue, which let me zoom in for that. I need a smaller brush. So you're saying like that. Nah. Hold on. Like that?
I edited my photo to show you my idea.
Let me go back to Discord. Oh. Okay. So we want. So we'll make the mouth bigger.
Wait, can't you just copy and paste that?
I mean, I could, but I'm like right here.
But you get it.
Yeah, and then you want the tongue to be kind of like. That's a much better looking tongue. Yeah, your example really helped. All right, so kind of like that. So when you talk, you're basically going to be doing like that.
It looks so real.
Okay, so let me export this. Ba, ba, ba. Second image. Okay, let me go check my grill real quick. I'll be right back. Set a timer. Okay, so now I need to go back into this. Download those. Those are here. What am I gonna need? I'm going to need to go to SpeakerBot and change this output to something else. Because if I go to the source for TTS, that is running off of cable input. And what are my sound alerts running off of? Those are just running off of media. Video alerts.
Hey Snarf, you think outlining the goldfish would add more depth?
I could try and add a thicker outline to it, but let's try and get the base one working before we do more. So I'm going to need...
Okay then.
Let me make a new source. PNG-Tuber 2. And then I'm going to need this one. I'm going to need to add a audio output capture. If I use input A, and then I tell this to be audio input capture A? No, that's ASIO. I need it to be audio input capture. This is VB cable A. That output, and then we grab open a second instance of the VTube. Remove, replace. With that. And replace with that. And then I need this to be cable A. Right there. Mouth closed. And then I need this. If I go back over to this, what is... That is capturing a window. So I want to come back over to here, and I want to capture a window. PNG-Tube 2. Oh, they're named the exact same thing. Nope, not that one. I want... Crap. Well, that's a problem. OBS can't figure out what's what. So even though I can open two different instances of VideoTube, it's not able to differentiate them because in Windows, they're all the exact same. What is spout stream? If I do spout stream, No, that's not working. All right, let me close VideoTube real quick. Well, that's you.
Yay.
But I can't get a second version up. Real quick, can you say something so I can make sure the voice works? Because I didn't see it when you spoke.
This is an example text, a prompt to see how it looks.
Okay, that works really well. Problem is, I can't have a second VideoTube open. So let's go here and just try and search this. How have a second VideoTube open? Yeah, because I need... All right, let me go get my burgers. Hold on. Burgers are flipped, cooking on the other side now. So, because if I go here, there's those.
You think Live 2D Cubism works?
Live 2D. Live 2D seems like it's a lot more than what I need. Basically, what I need is I need VideoTube Mini to display as a separate name. And because OBS is able to see that there are two different VideoTube Minis open. But when I click it to capture the window of one, it only does the top instance. So if I change this VideoTube, because I have a second VideoTube open right now, I load the original Goldie. I can't tell OBS then to differentiate. Oh my God, I just did it. Hold on. Oh, okay.
Did what?
Hold on. Never mind. Fuck. It didn't work. Damn it. Okay. So if I do this, then I tell this to load yours, then I go over to here and I tell it to open that one. Okay. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. effect, chroma key, because that's, no, not color key. I need a chroma key.
Hi, all.
Okay. And then
Hello,
I add
Manaka.
this second scene, which is
We're a
PNG-Tuber
cunty
2.
goldfish.
And there's Erna.
I love her. Hi, Arena.
Crap. The audio is triggering both of them now still. Fuck.
Mine is on the right.
LOL.
Hold on. If I... This one is using cable output. I don't want it to use cable output. I want it to use cable output A.
I look like Jeff the Shark.
I couldn't tell which
are
one
they
was
separate
yours,
now?
Arena.
They're separate now! Right? Erna, say something.
It's not like it's on. I'm inspired and cute, haha.
Did I do
I
it?
believe so.
Now try to put mine on that cute one.
Okay, it's not working quite yet. Hold on. Cable output, yes. And then I go back to PNG-Tuber. Cable output, VB cable A.
No, Arena's talking from my God one.
Then we have that. I need to be in studio mode. Okay, studio mode. Okay, so if I get rid of this VB audio cable and Erna says something, does that come across?
I thought I was gonna be Bulbasaur.
This is an example text, a prompt to see how it looks.
Damn it. All right, it's not working still. Shit. So that might be an issue in this one? In this program?
Take your time.
Cable devices. Cable A output. Do I need to set a cable input here? Because that's speaker bot.
So many options, haha.
And that's going there. This is not making sense to me. Because it should be triggering cable.
You got it.
If I do cable A output.
The issuer and is rigging it, but
Issue is trying to get the audio working. Because I have OBS is capturing the TTS audio, which is unfortunately unified, but I thought I had the options here.
This is a test message.
It didn't save. Okay, hold on.
That one came through mine.
cable input, application default, and then
Aaron
there's
is
that one.
talked.
Hold on. I think I may have figured it out. I gotta go get burgers though.
LMAO. Your fish. Agreed, Fa. I don't see it until you point it out, TBH. Exactly. Is it moving as you type?
Okay, so
Ah, I thought I
now
saw it moving again.
there's that one. So then I need to come back to the PNG2.
Ah.
And then I need to add the audio input. No. I need to do audio output capture of VB audio A, which is here. Okay, Manaka, I need you to say something, and Erina, I need you to say something to see if I have them properly separated.
Blub 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 blub.
Oh, wait. If I tell this, will I now be able to hear that? Aaron, say something again.
I am the Lorax and I speak for the trees, and right now they're weirdly speaking Vietnamese.
Era.
Yes! We have it! Separate PNGs for separate people!
Let's go.
I see a problem, and as a viewer, can I point it out?
Sure.
I'm clipping that.
What's the problem?
We might be a bit big to see some of your screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait a minute. 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 Wait a minute.
Mine works 'cause it's right beside you.
What if I put everyone in a fish tank?
Your software's on there.
But arenas in the corner might be too big.
What if I find a fish tank PNG like this, right? And then I shrink everyone to where they're just in the fish tank. Or then I could apply a filter to the TTS voices to where y'all sound like you're underwater.
Nom nom. LOL. That would work.
Because originally when I was playing this out, what I wanted to have happen...
Mommy likes how little Snarf thinks.
How I wanted this to originally work is...
That doesn't fit me.
I essentially, like, all
You
use,
LOL.
Monakas. What I really wanted to have happen is the PNG-Tubers are hidden behind the camera, right? And then when they talk, they jump out and then go away. Like, jump out, go away. Jump out, go away. I'm going to do the same with you. So basically, I would basically have you, like this, where he's like, oh, you're here, you're there, you're there, you're there, and then like
That works.
wah, wah, wah. But I can't figure out how to do that. What if I just hold on? For the time being, what if I just have y'all just like this?
We should all come out at different angles.
I don't know how to make you guys pop out though.
Just angle me like that.
Because it
Just
would have
watching the screen, that looks good.
because I would I'm thinking about it.
Agreed.
The way that I would have to have that work is I'd have to have you guys I'd need a plugin that would make the audio move, like make the PNGs
Imagine the
move
lore if people see this.
when audio works. When the audio functions, it moves. So that way, when the TTS talks, the image moves to the right X amount, and then when you stop talking, you move back in. They gotta have something for that, right?
HM, like a rig.
Kind of. I don't know if that's possible with PNG-Tuber though.
Hey Snarf, can you make it where the image appears when a chatter first sends a message and stays there until like 5 minutes of inactivity that it disappears?
I could probably do that with StreamerBot. I'd have to have it trigger where we need a global variable where it looks at a chatter's name, and if it is the first message they've sent, have that trigger something to where it displays that message. And then I would just have it on a timer where it stays for X amount of time and then disappears. But I don't know how to do that. I'm interested in the aquarium thing, though. What is with... All right, serious question. I've been seeing this on the feed because apparently this channel is just brain rotted to hell with Asmongold clips and Moist Critical clips. Why is everyone talking about Hassan right now? Like, I refuse to click on these videos, but what's the new controversy with Hassan?
Even like a half circle that looks like an aquarium.
OBS, make PNG-Tuber move.
Just imagine how hilarious it'll be if we became an orchestra of talking goldfish.
So Ashton had a dog in a corner and he showed her the place and she eat it.
Appearing and disappearing.
Dog in a corner and he showed her the place and then she yipped. So he had a...
But she has an electric color. And it looks like he pressed the button.
Sounds like me when I put mine on and set it at 20 watts.
So, everyone's complaining about these e-collars. They're not... I have one. I have two for my dog. Kevin has two e-collars.
So people are calling it animal abuse.
It's not animal abuse. If anything, if the dog yips, the dog's probably a pussy, but also he probably has it too high. This doesn't actually send electricity.
He said it's only a vibrating color.
Yes, that's what these do.
Well.
These are not like sending a taser and you're putting it around your dog's throat. No, it's a TENS unit. Yes, it technically uses electricity, but it's just activating the muscle. It's not a taser. You're not sending electricity directly into your dog. You get more of a shock if you lick the end of a D-cell battery, okay? People need to stop fucking freaking out about this. These are tools. And if Hassan may not be using his correctly because if the dog's yipping,
the dog
he has it.
Probably got spooked and cried.
No, that sounds like he's... The remotes on these go from 0 to 100. You need to test your dog and see where their working level is at. The remote literally has 3 buttons on it. You have the red button, the toggle button, and the use button. The red button puts you at working level of where you've set it, plus 10 if you need to really get your dog's attention. If they are just completely mind lost, you do that and it jerks them back.
The battery on my septum instead of drinking
the use
caffeine.
button triggers the TENS unit in the collar, and that will trigger the dog. You're just vibrating their muscle. And the way that you do it is you set the e-collar to 0 to where when you hit the use button, it doesn't activate. And then you go up one by one, pressing the use button a couple of times, and you're looking at your dog and you're trying to figure out at what point does their muscle make them twitch? Because at that point, you're seeing that's the level that the dog is reacting to with that stimuli. You can't there are some dogs that will be able to work on a 100.
The island only thing I have is that the dog's bed is too small and that's why she wants to stand up.
Everyone needs to stop demonizing the use of these. These are useful tools when you're training your dog. And it's honestly a really nice tool because you can get their attention, say the command, so where they learn. You're literally just it's dog training. You get their attention by making their muscle spasm, and it's not like a big spasm. You're just like it's the essentially of just going over your dog and just like tapping them and be like, "Hey, look at me." That's what you're doing from across the room. You then say the command, dog comes over, you reward with treat. That way, they know that they need to be focusing on you when you say a command, and then they'll come over. It's conditioning. It's operant conditioning. It's how you train dogs. And if it's a new dog for Hassan, then yeah, the use of an e-collar, you're going to be using that bitch all the fucking time for like the first year of that dog's life or first 6 months, depending on how well trained the dog or how well the dog responds to training. Anyway, this guy,
My dog had one cause she would be barking at 3 a.m. It's that or get the cops called because neighbors are annoyed.
The other thing that I'm not showing off here is that the reactive image can be a GIF. It could be like a moving image in the second one. So that's another way to make it more expressive. But I really want to show you what you can do with just a static image, okay? So
I remember seeing this guy's video, and I think this is the plugin that I need to make y'all move left and right.
The threshold lower. Keep it like that. And then I'm going to add a filter. I'm going to add a scale to sound filter. And what this does, this adds bounce movement to the image every time there's audio. So I set the audio source to my mic, and look, it's already bouncing, right? Already that's like looking way more animated. I want to get it to bounce like up and down. I don't want it like zooming in. You can adjust these parameters here to kind of see how much it bounces. So if I put the minimum size to 0, it's really small. Then every time I talk, I'm like, yo, I'm up in your face. Is this specifically using microphone input? Only not a camera. You can use any audio source. I could map this to like desktop audio source. Yeah, so I'm linking it to this stream now. And you can see it's actually reacting to the audio. Does the test subject know what you're doing? They'll find out. Okay, so there are a lot of parameters here you can adjust to like adjust the bounce to your liking. But the one I'm going to use right now is these scale width and scale height options. So the one I want to check first is I want to uncheck scale width and keep scale height. So now it's bouncing like more up and down. You know, this is more of the bounce that I want. But I don't want it like bouncing from the center. So I'm going to change the Y positional alignment to bottom. So it bounces from the bottom. See, now this is more like an anime bounce. You can even make it really exaggerated. So if I put the minimum size all the way down, it's like I only appear if I talk. But now I want a little bit of like a squish effect too. I did watch a video about animation fundamentals. There's something called squash and squish.
Okay. I have an idea. Say I grab
Snap.
I'll just get over here. Okay. PNG fish tank. All right. Just grab this one and we'll throw it in here. Oh my God. Come on. Back. Okay. So, say I have this. Group those so that I can actually do it. Okay. So, what I do is I have everyone floating in the fish tank, right? And then as y'all talk, I use the scale to sound to make y'all do like get bigger as you talk. So I have the minimum size reduced, excuse me, to where you're just like this. But then I have you go like, whoa, 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 when you're talking.
Ah,
That could work.
it'll look like we're coming up to the glass to talk. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do I have scale to sound in I don't think I have scale. No, I don't have scale to sound, so I'm going to have to reset the stream to do that, which is fine. All right. You know what this means, though? You know what all of this means? It means that I need to make a third goldfish. I need to find a third goldfish for Rock Girl. And Manaka, if you want a different looking goldfish,
I was just
let me know.
about to ask what Rot Girls looks like.
I haven't made one. Originally, I was just going to
Wait.
have everyone just use the same goldfish, but then Aaron had pushed me into
Do the one
figuring
from
out separate
Pinocchio.
ones. Do the one from Pinocchio?
Can I send a PNG of the one I want?
Yeah, send it to me on Discord.
That one can be Rot Girls, haha. Hokies.
I don't think the Pinocchio one's going to work. Because I need a side view. What am I doing? I'm making fish people talk on my stream.
Making the mods be goldfish.
You know what? I have an idea for. I have a really good idea for Rock Girls. So we take this. And then do I still have those items? If I go here... Do I still have those? Because if I have those, then this is a great idea. Doesn't look like I have those still. Okay. Okay, and then I grab this. Okay.
LOL.
This is going to be a quick and dirty one for Rock Girl. Okay.
Go shit, the sound rewards are back.
Yep, they are. Okay, Manaka. I need a side view. I don't want one. It needs to be an actual goldfish. It needs to be a
Also,
relatively
JK, I
looking.
sent the real one after the mem one.
I'm only seeing the one from his Shark Tale. That's not a goldfish. That's an axolotl. The wheel decided that y'all would be goldfish. I'm also now going to need the fish tank. Okay, that one will work. All right, this fish tank isn't going to work, though.
That wasn't me this time.
I know. I can see who redeems what. Ooh, maybe this fish tank. Maybe not. Still not going to work. Shit.
Hell, the mouth and the eyes are great on my model. I just wanted a different color lol.
If I do this... then tell it to select the fish tank. Do that. Okay, and then we can crop this down. Then I need to grab Monaka's. Why is it not working? There we go. Increase the size of it. Magic.
Wheeluluama.
I keep looking over trying to see if the mouth is still moving correctly, and I can't see it. I don't catch it in time.
Lol.
God damn it.
It does, for both me and Arena.
It's still working? Good. Good, 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 good. Okay, so now I just need a mouth for Monaka.
Limbous company.
Sounded like you were talking with the devil. Um...
LOL.
I gave you a souk in his mouth.
Saucy Baka. H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A. You could, that would be so funny.
According to the judgment of the oratrice, Mécanique, d'Analyse, Cardinal. That should be a video redeem.
All right, then. Okay, that's
Sidewalks
Monaka's.
fish.
Okay, we need to save this. New folder.
Nis.
You mouth.
Okay. So
She was perfect in any way, a perfect human. So then I cursed her.
So
For yakking, my specialty.
if I go back to D-LAN on this PC, I can grab Monaka, and I can grab that fish tank. So now what I need to be doing is studio mode. I need to make a new scene.
I'm at 179.
You're at 179 what?
Last time I checked I had 156 followers.
Damn, I forgot to ask if you could put a septum on my fish. Oh well.
Source, fish tank. Okay, so fish tank is here. So I need to add in a image. It's going to be the fish tank, or I'll call it the mod tank. Browse. It's going to be here. It's going to be right there. Yes. Okay, so then
I got a seed. What should I do with it?
Going to need this, and I'm going to need this. Now they're not going to have scale to sound yet because I don't have that plugin on this PC. And we, all right, you know what? We can actually get Monaca's on.
Hey Alexa, how to grow an opossum eating Doritos tree.
Place with that. Remove. I fucked up. This is supposed to be the closed mouth. And this is supposed to be the open mouth. Okay.
H-A-H-A-H-A.
All right. So there's that one. So now I need to go back to this. I need to remove...
She has gone dark mode.
Well, no, she's just... What the fuck?
Got even.
Oh. What the fuck?
Where did I go?
I'm trying to find you. Shit.
I have
All
been
right.
poached.
Hold on. Oh fuck! I fucked I fucked it all up. I fucked it all up.
Oh noes.
I'm no longer talking.
I'm working on it.
LOL. You're talking on me now.
Over this fish like Sakuna's vessel.
Oh no, that makes me megalomy.
I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to fix it.
A bum.
That shouldn't be cable A. That needs to be cable... Not cable C. I need it to be cable B. Where's cable B? All right, we'll put you as cable D. And then we'll go back to this. Yep. Cable D.
Maybe we'll add the accessory soon.
This is a test message.
This is a test message.
Okay. Monaca should now be there. Is this gonna work? Because now I need to get rid of these two. And then I need to replace them with the fish tank. Right there. Oh, but wait, I need to... Filter.
I guess I'm top. On top asterisk.
Image mask and blur. That's the wrong one. Scaling aspect ratio. Image, mask, blend, move action, move value. Composite blur, crop pad, color correction, chroma key. Okay, I apparently fucked up. I meant to have the fish tank be semi-transparent, and I don't know how to do that in OBS. But there is that.
I wish we had a Twitch extension so we can move around in the bowl.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that one out too, but yeah. Now here it is. Eventually we'll bring Rock Girl into this foray of madness. But you know what? I could probably let me go ahead and start working on the Rock Girl one.
Or fix the stream overlay.
A D B.
This is a test message.
So they can notice the fish. This is a test message.
That's the one I need. Okay, so there's that. Crap, you're right. Your voice has been removed because I fucked up. Okay, I can fix that. I can fix that. Hold on. Output capture your VBD. There. All right. Your voice should return now,
I
Manada.
have no mouth but must scream.
You can scream all you want now. Okay, we're done. We're good. Back to studio mode, and we'll just have Rock Girl floating in the tank. Source PNG-Tuber 3. So I need this to be output VB. Which one did I give her? VBB. B.
BWHHHH.
B. And then I'm going to need a third VTuber. Now I hope this doesn't fuck up. Oh wait, did I even download the
You
Rock
hate
Girl
how
ones?
it starts to just actually spell it out, lol.
Did I even grab the...
I'm trying to make my fish scream going Super Saiyan.
Doesn't work like that. No, I didn't. Okay, I need to not mess around with that. So...
Limongs.
Yeah. All right. Let me save these. Avatar state. Save the mini avatar PNG work. Gold dash Monaka. All right. Now, I swear there's a way.
Period inside Imaskeen and Vor.
Random move shaking.
I love Fischl.
Transitions. I think I need to update my VideoTuber because all right, let me show you what I'm looking at.
I rather listen her yak than Paimon.
Okay, I heard something that was not. I'm so glad I read what you actually said because I was about to ask a few very concerning questions. PNG-Tuber. All right, so when I look at the VideoTuber,
Ask them.
No, I won't. When I look at the VideoTuber, and this one's fucked up too. Shit.
Now I'm curious.
These effects shouldn't be like this. Is it my downloads? No, it's not on my downloads. What I'm trying to have happen is you guys should be able to just vibe where your fish are floating up and down when you're not talking, and then when you're talking, they. All right, so if I do the effect, add an effect. This is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me just read. Also, if I join this guy's, if I give this guy $8, I get the full VideoTube, which, you know what? I made like $80 off of stuff. Hold on. No, don't. You already spent way too much. Okay. So how do I get your stuff? Okay, I need to go to my email. Which, okay, I'm not showing my screen on. Okay, good. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Giant Bomb has gone independent. Important account information. I don't care. I stopped paying Giant Bomb years ago. Okay, so if I go here, VideoTube, why can't I get the full one? I gave you stuff. I'm joined. Discord access. I need to apparently connect my Discord. Okay. Singratus CO? What the fuck? Okay, I am trying to figure out how I can get to the veto. How do I download VideoTube? It's all in Spanish. What the fuck?
I got you. I can get on Discord if need be, haha.
Early access? Is this it? One moment. I shouldn't just reveal this. No, Opera, I don't want to use... I have to put in my own password. VideoTube. Okay, I think I've got it. Do I have it? Okay, I think I've got it. Let's see if I got it. All right. So all right. Welcome to VideoTube Early Access. Everything in here is a work in progress, albeit stable enough to be used for creating and streaming and whatnot. Do note that the full version is substantially more complex than Mini. If you're feeling lost, please do take a look at the tutorials in the VideoTube Labs page. Thank you for your support, and once again, welcome. Hope you enjoy the little program we've been building for a while now. Okay, so if I want to make a mini avatar, I am lost. Okay, create a blank stick. That's a preset. How do I add? Okay, hold on. Dynamic avatar file? Don't save. Layers? Source? New object? Wait, how do I get my stuff into this? Can I just drag and drop? Where's the PNG stuff? Here.
Possibly.
You know what? Let's go with this bastard.
If there's no upload option.
New scene file. Objects. Is this what we want?
Hey, I was that bastard a while ago, lol.
Can you guys even see the fish move and talk at all?
She was serving cunt. I'm on mod view, so yes.
That's an object. Object properties.
I just see my big ass mouth from a mile away.
Labs page. Please don't share the builds. Feel free to stream them. However, just watch one out because they might be unstable. Yeah, that's fine. Body and face tracking in VideoTube? Okay, we are going to save this.
Go snap.
Okay. Scene editor.
This is an updated look at VideoTube, the full version, and the things you can currently do in the scene editor. We changed the UI a little bit, so it's probably a good moment to recap everything. Also talk about some of the new features that we added throughout the last few months. So let's get to that. This is the new splash screen, which is nothing. We'll be creating a new scene file here, which brings up an empty scene. So the idea of scenes in VideoTube is that this is a place where you can add pre-made avatars and reposition them around screen, connect different inputs to them, so on and so forth. So you can, for example, take an avatar that you made in VideoTube Mini and import here. If you don't have one, you can already use the full version to create mini avatars as well. And soon you should also be able to create more advanced avatars. So let's test this with one of the default avatars that come with Mini. So if you select an object here in the objects panel, you can start changing its properties. You still cannot click on them over here and drag them around. It's something that's coming in the future. For now, you have to use the properties panel. Lucky for us, we don't have to necessarily type everything. We can just drag these fields around and change things like this. Important to mention that the size property here is the bounding box for the avatar. This is important for mini avatars since they try to take as much as space as they can. If this was a wider image, it would take the entire thing here. So you can change that depending on your avatar. It's worth noting that the scene size can be configured in here. You can also change the background color if you want. I'm gonna leave it transparent. It also has a few different options here that I have not made an icon for yet, but you can hover to see what these do. So you can change the frame rate for it, you can toggle on and off the spout or siphon if you're on Mac, and if you're not using spout or siphon and you just want to use like game capture, you can also click this one to set it to full screen. Transparency should work here as well, and you can double click to close it. There's also a few other settings that you might have seen in Mini already. Avatar scale, which can set the images to be like the exact size of the screen or like double the size, which is useful for pixel art avatars. You can also change the movement scale just like Mini. 0 here is just automatic scale. Alright, so yeah, let's say we have this little guy here. He doesn't do much yet, and that's because there's nothing connected to it that makes it open its mouth or change states. So, and that's something you can configure in the node editor here. This is where the magic happens in the scene editor. When I added this object, it also created this node here. This node has two inputs, the current state for the avatar and the voice activity, which is a true or false value. And if it's true, it makes the avatar open the mouth. So let's start with that. That's simpler to explain. Let's do the classic Mini thing. So by right-clicking here, we can create a new node. We'll start off with a microphone node. And by right-clicking here, I can also select which microphone to use and which side of the microphone to use.
Wait, what do you do?
And if it's true, it makes the avatar open the mouth. So let's start with that. That's simpler to explain. Let's do the classic Mini thing. So
okay, this is going to require a lot of brain power. Move those over there. So if I just go back to that thing and I grab this, yep, he's right there. Yeah, we have that right there. So, all right, hold on. If I do a new mini avatar, how do I make an avatar to load into this? Because if I grab these PNGs, like they don't do anything there. If I open up an avatar, a dynamic avatar, same thing. Nothing there. But if I open up a new scene, I can grab those, but these are veto stuff. Parent object node. Scream? Mouth shape?
by right-clicking here, we can create a new node. We'll start off with a microphone.
All right, so just right-click. input microphone. And then I want this microphone to be this. Yeah. What? This. Okay. What?
Node. And by right-clicking here, I can also select which microphone to use and which side of the microphone to use. This is my microphone. There we go.
Okay, so left side. But he's not doing anything.
See, I cannot connect this directly here. I mean, I can, but it won't do anything because this outputs audio data and volume, which isn't a true or false value. It's just audio, and this guy doesn't know what that is. So we'll have to filter it. Since we're doing the classic MIDI thing here, we can add the node that MIDI uses behind the scenes, which is a volume filter.
Volume filter, okay. So that's what we need. So I need a new node, input, nope. Boolean, bitmap, color, compare, generators, input, integration, math, oh God. Mouth shape, neural, number, point group, state, string. I don't have that.
Which looks what that is. So we'll have to filter it. Since we're doing the classic MIDI thing here, we can add the node that MIDI uses behind the scenes.
I have to create a node. But I have no volume filter. Signal state events? Nope. Generators? Activity? Eye facial mocap? Combine? Nope, that's not what I want. Bitmap, Boolean, color, compare, convert, has value. So if I tell this, oh, delete that. Point group. Input microphone. And I want it to use this. But I can't. I don't have a volume filter.
Which looks exactly like MIDI. If we connect this to the volume input here, we can see that it starts acting like MIDI. And also very conveniently,
And it looked like it was just a simple right click.
Node that MIDI uses behind.
Yeah, constant convert input logic volume filter. I can't scroll up and down. I don't have a volume filter. How does this even work?
Which is a sync outputs to light up only when I press space. And then I can connect this here. And there we go. You can also use this setup to do a push to talk thing. So I can add a logic and node. What this does is it only lights up, it only becomes true when all the inputs are true as well. So even if I talk here, this won't light up. But if I'm pressing space while doing that, then it should light up.
Because this is just VideoTube Mini, the one that I'm used to. We have layers. I wonder, hold on. If I go to a scene, don't save. And then I tell it to pull in, I don't know, the ones that I was working on. All of those. Like, I've got all of these. I have, but those are objects, not scenes. So if how do I make an avatar file? Because I'm looking at this person's. Do I need to go to the root menu? Is that what they're saying? Okay. That's not what I need to be in. That's not what I need to be in. How do I make a veto file?
And it also has a little jump when we talk. You can also change this if you don't want to have anything. You can leave it to none. Let's set up one together. So we have the default state of...
That's not what I want at all. Okay, let me put... Nope, not that. Yeah, that's actually what I want. This here, extract all. VidoTube Mini, which puts out this. That's not what I need either. It's a veto scene. How to make a veto avatar. Because that looks like I've got all of that stuff where I go to dynamic avatar. I have layers. If I do here, layer here, new object, new item. Ooh, wait a minute. If I do import media, and then we say just, we'll use a simple one right here. Okay. What happens if I go here, go to my program, full veto, and I open up the tube? Oh my goodness. So we have that, shaker, boolean, multiply, body, hoof 1, hoof 2. All those sprites and him. So wait, we have the hat anchor, ear up and ear down. What am I looking at? Scream? Oh. Boolean value, if false, if true, mouth state. That's blink state. Branch on Boolean. So if I open up this, right? I should have a relatively easy time. Dynamics is all of that. And that's the sprites. Yeah, that's all your sprites. So what I need to do is go into here. And say, states. Mouth open. Mouth closed. And then looking at this, I've got input, which will be a microphone. And then that is an object input. Signal. No. Branch on Boolean. How do I get that? Button? No. An and? No. Because that's a value. So if I tell this to be a value, mouth open. Mouth closed. And then mouth state off. Okay. They have individual items of it. So actually, if I go back to Arena, close that, don't modify that. Open up Arena. Where's Arena? Shit. Shit. Fuck. Hold on. Did Are those actually gone? Please don't say it's gone. I have that and that. Shit. Oh, I fucked that up. Okay, here's what I'll do instead then. I will open up. That's not going to work either. Okay, this is annoying as shit. I'm just gonna have to figure this stuff out on my own. I think I'm gonna stop streaming now, though. Thank you guys for coming out. We have stuff.